How's everybody doing tonight? I decided today I was gonna start mocking up the rear wing, or spoiler, whatever you want to call it. Kind of really roughed in right now, and you have to ignore the back parts. It's just to make it so I can make sure that they're even and all that fun stuff. But yeah, this is 80 inches wide, it's a foot, or yeah, and it's 80 by a foot. I'm gonna put a little thing on the side. Just kind of starting to work on some ideas of what I want to do back there. I think it looks kind of sharp. See if I can give you a better view. Almost thinking that it might be too small, width-wise anyway. If I can make it without dying. Just kind of, I don't know, starting out with something. The base is, I think, 9 inches, and then the top part there is 10. I just said you gotta ignore this because it's just so I can line it up on the back. I've got a center line and all that fun shit on the back there, so yeah, put some more putty on the air intake and just waiting for it to dry, hoping maybe by tomorrow it'll be ready to sand, but I kind of doubt it. And yeah, I don't know, let me know what you think. Should I totally scrap it, do something different? Is it too high, too low? I don't know. Right now it's level with the top of this, so right about here is level with the spoiler. There's it goes up about an inch over 12 inches, so it's not too drastically raked forward. I don't want it to be too crazy to where it'll get ripped off or something, but I think it looks okay for a start anyway. Kind of hard to give you this thing because my shop is not huge, but yeah, pretty excited not to have to do any more body work. Holy crap, thought it was never gonna end. And I've been looking for a chassis. I looked into getting a Crown Victoria or a cop car chassis. I'll be pulling the body off, probably keeping the modular V8 or scrap it. Maybe put a GSXR 1300cc motorcycle engine in the back with the transmission, and it'll bring down the weight like 500 pounds if I do it that way, and then just do, like, say a electric reverse, which would be pretty easy to do, I think. Yeah, anybody have any ideas for a chassis or a motor option that isn't ridiculously expensive? Because that's kind of the deciding factor for most of this. I found, like, the cop car chassis runs about $600, and that's with a running engine and all all that stuff, right? And right now it's sounding like a pretty good deal. But yeah, figured I'd let you see what I was working on, so we can make something here. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, let's chuck this camera down. It'll sit anywhere. Alright, so I was starting to come up with this other idea with this thing. Instead of just a boring flat spoiler, right? Say you had 2 tiers, right? And this other side was like lifted above it by, let's say, I don't know, like 2 inches, right? All the way along. And kind of like swoop back a little bit. So yeah, you can see that. But like, yeah, so if this was back part would be high and then out. So the one thing I like about that idea is that it would make this a little bit more rigid, because it would add more strength, right? And I don't know, I'm kind of debating on putting the side things on, side stabilizers or whatever you want to call it, to give a little bit more strength. But I was messing around with this piece of wood here and trying to figure out what that would look like if I had it attached down at the bottom here and then kind of brought it out like this. Kind of an odd shape. I think that'd be a really big pain in the ass to try to build, but it might be worth it in the end. Or run something ridiculous, because the back here is going to have a big splitter, right? So can you imagine if, say, we had this splitter, it would come out here, right? Down like all the way out a little bit, and this would be like a box, right? And run from, get a better angle. Actually, hold on a second, I gotta get my tripod. Okay, so take this all the way down and attach it into the side, like this piece here. Something like that. And have that piece or a part of the splitter, and say something like this, right? Have that run all the way down, have that attached to the side, and all the way down to the ground almost. It's an idea anyway. And then this would be a box, right? So this piece comes in like this, right? 2 pieces. I don't know. It's just an idea, but I do need to make this either really strong, like by engineering it so that if I did do the 2-tier piece, that it would be strong enough that it would actually, because it's huge, right? It's 80 inches by a foot, so I mean that's pretty big. You don't want it to be like flopping all over the place going down the road, because that looks stupid. And I don't want to run a 3rd piece coming up here. I could put steel in it, but I'm not really. I don't want to make it heavy, because I have like a fucking 30-40 pound spoiler on here. I think that'd be a little ridiculous. But I am kind of liking this idea. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And be nice to hear maybe another option. But anyways, that's that's what I've been working on today. yeah. Just still waiting on this stupid thing. Seems like it's taking forever. Like with Bondo, you just chuck her on, 20 minutes later it's hard, and you're ready to sand it. But this takes a little bit longer than that. And I'm still, I don't know. This like, I like the shape and everything, but it just seems kind of boring. I think it has potential to be a little more ridiculous. To like maybe turn this into just like a regular air intake off of like a big scoop or something. So then this is completely rounded out, and then it goes down and flat under, and then just have that snorkel piece that fits on your carb. I don't know if it's too much. It's aerodynamic, but it's also not very exciting. It's not very, I don't know. It almost seems boring. Kind of feels like I half-assed it. But I mean, I've tried it 3 times, but I still haven't figured out what I want to do. And I might scrap this one too. I don't know. Just kind of keep building the same parts over and over again until it turns out right, or it turns out a little nicer anyway. But anyway, kind of rambling on. Ramble! Well, have a good night, guys. I'll upload another video as soon as I get some more work done. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.